This is KGW News at 11.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Gordon. We start tonight with possible headway in the Portland Public Schools teachers strike. Negotiations continued this afternoon ahead of what could be a pivotal day tomorrow. Catherine Cook is here with the new developments. Catherine?
Well, Tim, first off, district and union officials are still negotiating, so no deal yet. But they are perhaps closer than they've ever been. Here's why. As of today, the Portland Association of Teachers tells us they've conceptually agreed to teacher workloads, classroom size thresholds, and student safety issues. However, the sticking point now, according to the union, is over compensation for a single workday. By email, Portland Public Schools told us we are getting closer. PPS says they've settled many remaining issues, including parental involvement in class size committees. And then there's this. PPS has scheduled 3 different potential board meeting times, 2 for tomorrow and 1 for Monday. The public meetings would be virtual and in anticipation of both sides reaching a tentative agreement. If that happens, the board would then vote on the collective bargaining agreement. So why schedule 3 potential meetings? Well, the district is required to give the public 24 hours notice ahead of board meetings. If they haven't reached a tentative agreement before the first time slot Sunday afternoon, they'll cancel it and move on to the next. So far, students have missed 11 instructional days since the strike began November 1st, but tonight a show of optimism from school board member Julia Brim Edwards. On social media, she wrote, quote, "Still working towards a Monday PPS school opening so our kids can get back into schools." Tim.
All right, Catherine, we'll be watching closely tomorrow for sure. Well, we are on a run of frosty mornings and sunny afternoons, but how long can it last? Meteorologist Joe Ranieri's here with the answer. Joe?
Hey there, Tim. Well, it's going to last here the next couple of days. A good chunk of next week is going to be just that. Very cold to start off, areas of frost, maybe some patchy areas of fog. Not so much tomorrow, but over the next couple of mornings or so. But by the afternoon, absolutely stunning. There's a live look in downtown Portland where we're seeing a temperature of 37 degrees, clear skies in a few locations outside of the metro area. I could easily see our temperatures drop into the upper 20s in a few locations, especially down in parts of McMinnville and Newburgh and over in wine country. I want to show you this. This is outside Timberline Lodge where, again, you're looking at clear skies. It was a gorgeous bluebird day up there. But again, the lifts haven't started to open yet for the season. Looking at some long-range models, we could be seeing a good amount of snow arriving by the later part of next week. I'll talk more about that in detail. But we're going to have this ridge of high pressure really in place over the next few days. So any threat of clouds, rain, not going to be happening anytime soon. So as we look at the rainfall amounts as we get inch closer to the end of the month, we're at 5 inches of rain for so far this month. And I think we'll probably end November with an average amount of rainfall. So if we're looking at the weather headlines here, no major changes with our weather pattern. We're going to be staying sunny. And the one thing you'll notice for tomorrow, Tim, is the wind. East wind will be picking up pretty quick at times with gusts about 25 to 30 miles an hour. But we'll talk more about your detailed forecast and your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. About 10 minutes from now, we can talk more about that.
Okay, Joe, thanks a lot. And developing tonight, 2 people were hurt following a shooting in downtown Portland this evening. This happened at 4th and Alder just after 6:30. Portland police say 2 men were hurt and taken to the hospital. There have been no arrests so far. Police are currently investigating. And take a look at these photos of a car that fell off an embankment in Longview. Cowlitz County Fire said at about 7:40 this morning, people called them about a car fire down a 20-foot embankment. You see the fire there. That was along Alpha Drive near Cedar Valley Mobile Home Park. The fire was knocked down minutes later, and crews say no victims were inside the car. No word on the cause of the wreck or the fire. And new tonight, Portland police need your help finding whoever stole a statue from a Southwest Portland cemetery. Staff at the historic Riverview Cemetery on Taylor's Ferry Road say the Spanish War Monument soldier disappeared over the Thanksgiving holiday. The 5-foot-tall bronze statue has been at that cemetery for more than 120 years. The cemetery's executive director says she is shocked someone would take a statue meant to memorialize those who served on the battlefield.
It's heartbreaking to see so little value placed on something that is placed purely to memorialize people who gave their lives, particularly our veterans. I know that's a population that Portland feels very strongly about, and I do as well. So it's very disappointing.
If you have any information on the statue, call the Riverview Cemetery. Well, now that the Pioneer Courthouse Square tree is lit, many around town are turning their attention to Christmas. Some were out shopping today for family and friends and helping out local stores on Small Business Saturday. Thomas Schultz has more.
Portland stores were pretty busy with shoppers looking for presents Saturday, and workers tell us days like this are imperative for their success. As the weather turns from crisp to cold, stores are busy.
Oh, we gotta go shopping.
Yeah,
that's a must-have.
Helping shoppers find the perfect gifts.
We did hire some new girls for the holiday season.
Ashley Cheney is the store manager at Sloan, a Portland-based boutique. For them and other local shops, Small Business Saturday is pivotal.
Staying local is just, I think that's what keeps, communities going.
Other stores are busy too. Down the road is a bookstore, nestled in the heart of Northwest Portland for almost 40 years.
It's a very exciting time of year. We get a lot of people coming through.
Along with books, New Renaissance sells yoga mats, statues, and more. They've got plenty of regulars, though holidays bring new shoppers too.
When people come for the first time, it is such a delight because they're always like, wow, I've been hearing about this store and I finally came down to check it out and it's amazing.
And across the river in St. John's,
and there's a lot of small businesses around here that kind of have each other's back.
Small Business Saturday helps support stores in their slowest season.
It's huge, it's important. This is kind of what it feels more like during a summer day when the store is busy all, from open to close.
St. John's Business District organized an ugly sweater event where shoppers can vote on ugly sweaters in window fronts, part of an idea to encourage local shopping.
It's drawing people's attention to all the small businesses, which is really cool.
Drawing attention to small businesses in bringing locals and tourists into longtime Portland shops.
People from, Chicago, New York were coming into Sloan, which is local.
And there's plenty of other businesses too. In Slabtown, local stores joined together to hold a holiday market to incentivize shopping local. Thomas Schultz, KGW News.
It's still